little dog?
Yeah, she got big paws.
She does have big paws. Boris, I'm going to sit on your head. Boris, I'm going to sit on your head.
He doesn't care. Oh, he doesn't care. Oh, he just flopped over. You're on his bone.
Oh, God. Take your damn bone. It's right here. Go chew your bone. Good day, YouTube, and welcome to another episode of the Albino Rhino Cider Review. See, and I'm going to get... Oh, your dog... He's being good. He's just sitting in the way. That's all. And you know, this is the thing, okay? For anybody that has dogs, when you have a little dog, right? You step on them, you kick them, you sit on them. They learn quickly to get the fuck out of the way. Because you could kill them. When you have a big dog, it's just an inconvenience. So after you've, you know, tripped on them 6 or 7 times, he just doesn't care anymore. He's like, whatever. Oh, you're gonna trip on me again? Okay.
Used to it.
Yep, it's okay. It's okay. I like it. So this cider is the Great Organic Cider, Bien Sec, Sans Gluten, and it's from Collective Arts. Boom. So Collective Arts has done a couple ciders now. This is Nice and Dry. Nice and Dry. Nice and Dry.
Nice and dry.
6.3% alcohol. Just looking for ingredients here, because usually they're on here. But they're not. Certified organic. This is actually Collective Arts, but it's brewed in Collingwood.
I would assume that they have to because they're not attached to an orchard. Right? Because that's still the original laws, that ciders have to be brewed or created on land where there's an orchard. That's why a lot of cideries are out of wineries, because they're attached to orchard land.
Good day, YouTube, and welcome to another episode of the Albino Rhino Beer Review. Guess what? I'm an idiot. I was saying this was the Collective Arts cider, but it's not.
So we're gonna start over.
I mentioned something from Collingwood.
It's 6.3% alcohol. It's from Collingwood, Ontario. It is, it's brewed in Collingwood, Ontario craft cider, certified organic. This is Great Organic Cider. It is nice and dry. And where did it say it is? It's Beaver Valley. Yeah.
I was gonna say, I hadn't seen that artwork from Collective Arts.
Well, oh, have you not seen their ciders? Their ciders kind of look like this. I get worried when I hear a big pop now.
Boom.
Oh, we're gonna have like nightmares now.
So last year, 2 years ago, and I have the clip online. 2 years ago, Nick from Maxwell Stars Beer Reviews was opening up a bottle, and it was after the beer festival. And you know, Radar and Guy and all them are talking to him, and they're like, "Hey, do you want to pour it in my cup?" And he's like, "Wait, I think it's gonna pop. I want to make sure it's not gonna pop." And he goes into the other side of the room, into the other side of the basement, and all he hears is boom, and him going, "Oh my god, oh my god!" And my buddy Bubba, being Bubba, goes, "Hey, you know that thing you thought was gonna happen? Yeah, it happened." So, beautiful straw color.
Yeah.
See, I smell a little bit of that sulfite in there.
That's what I thought I smelled.
Were you down at the shop, were you?
I get the beach ball scent.
Yeah.
I did not want
And I taste it.
Yeah. And I think that's the hard thing with doing an organic cider, is just not many ways around that.
The thing is, if you brew your own cider, and you really should get Brian to do this, when you brew your own cider, you don't have to add sulfites to it at all. And you can even let your cider sit for a year. It just might not be carbonated because the yeast ends up dying. And you have to back sweeten it afterwards. But the reason they put the sulfites in it is, one, most of these cideries are on a winery and they put it in all wine, so they figure they have to do it anyway. But second, it's to give it shelf life. Well, this stuff can sit for a long time anyway. And if you make a good enough cider, you don't need the sulfites anyway, because you won't sit on the shelves. But instead, I get this beach ball tasting dry cider.
Yeah.
At least this one doesn't taste like a condom, but it's still...
It's close.
It's close, but it's not quite there.
But like, I'm not even getting much apple.
No.
It's being overtaken by
It's
the carbonation.
sulfites, it's sulfites, carbonation, and a little bit of tannic skin. Like the
Yeah.
tannins from the skin itself. I mean, I don't hate this. I've had a lot worse ciders out there. And I know it sounds like I hate it, but I don't. It's just, I get sad when I get angry. It's 2018. Why am I still tasting beach balls and condoms in my cider?
Yeah. And to me, this is, something's gone wrong in the fermentation process, and they bottled it anyway. It's not something that is the taste that they were going for, and if it is, then they need to taste better.
I've had a lot of craft ciders now, and a lot of them do end up tasting like this, and a lot of them are from wineries. And I'm going to have to look up if this one is on a winery or not. I'm going to assume it is, which is probably a bad thing to do, because when you make an assumption, you make an ass of you with me. But that's what I'm going to do, is assume that this is from a winery, because most craft cideries are on a winery.
Yeah.
And most of them that are on a winery over sulfite things, because that's what they're used to doing.
Yeah.
But a grape hides the flavor of a sulfite much better than an apple does. It's a bigger, bolder flavor. And then you still put it in an oak barrel afterwards, most of the time. Not all the time, but most of the time.
Yeah.
Where this, you just have a fucking
stainless
apple
steel, yeah.
in a stainless steel vat, and half the time you don't even back sweeten.
Yeah.
I'd give it a 5, a straight up 5. I've had a lot worse. That's it.
No, I'm going to be really critical. But it's not as bad as the Allen's juice in a can. So that I gave a 2. This I will give a 3 out of 10. But I will say, because it's got the word organic and gluten-free right on the can, that they're going to sell it anyways, regardless of how
People
it
are gonna buy
tastes.
it. You get it ice cold and it probably won't have any flavor at all.
Agreed. It would just be soda water.
Yep, and that'll sell anyway. Anyway, guys, thank you. Bye-bye. Guys want to taste a beach ball?